वर्णानामर्थसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारौ वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ भवानी शङ्करौ वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणौ याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धा स्वान्तस्थमीश्वरम् वन्दे बोधमयं नित्यं गुरुं शङ्कररूपिणं यमाश्रितो हि वक्रोऽपि चन्द्रः सर्वत्र वन्द्यते सीतारामगुणग्राम पुण्यारण्यविहारिणौ वन्दे विशुद्धविज्ञानौ कवीश्वर कपीश्वरौ यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पबारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम् श्री गुरुचरण सरोज रज निजमनुमुकुर सुधारि बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु जोदायकु फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु कलेस विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसतिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संहारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम्हरो जस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज सम्हारो वापे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, रघुबरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चेतन धरई, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटै मिटै सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंधि महासुख होई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय मह डेरा, पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर, रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम राम, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। सब गाइए। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, 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 जय सिया राम जय जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान, संकट मोचन कृपा निधान, जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Yesterday we had seen glory of Hanumanji and glory of Sundarakand. Why is it that out of all Kanda, Sundarakand is chanted and it is so popular? We had seen that in Sundarakand, Hanumanji is seeking Mother Sita. Sita Devi represents Shanti. Whoever chants Sundarakanda is blessed with peace. And second point was, different devotees, including Bhagwan Rama and Sita ji, their kamana gets fulfilled in Sundarakand. So devotee, if he has kamana, that kamana also gets fulfilled through chanting of Sundarakand. Devotee's prayer is, Bhagwan, this is my kamana, I am putting in front of you. Whatever is your answer, I will happily accept. Yes is an answer, no is also an answer. Third answer is wait, not yet. All three answers, happily he accepts. That is the beauty of Sundarakand. Whatever is the Phalashruti of Sundarakand, same is the Phalashruti of Hanuman Chalisa. So Hanuman Chalisa is a condensed version of Sundarakand. Then we had seen the Mangalacharanam dohas, meaning of Mangalacharanam, Mangala Acharanam, that conduct which brings auspiciousness. Simpler meaning of Mangalacharanam is erasing the ego such that Bhagwan can work through us. Whatever work we might be doing, it might be very simple task. Silent Mangalacharanam we should do, that Bhagwan, please get the work done through me. I am available for your seva. So that is Mangalacharanam. Then we saw greatness of Guru as part of that Mangalacharanam, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja. Guru beautifies the mind and makes the disciple free from worry and fear. That is the beauty of Guru. Then we also saw Jodayaku Phalachari, the one who gives 4 results: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. What comes first? Kama. To fulfill Kama is Artha. Life should not revolve only between Kama and Artha. Bhagwan's grace inspires this devotee, use Artha for Dharma. Not only for Kama, use it for Dharma. Live a dharmic life, and such a dharmic person one day comes to make moksha as his purushartha. That is the blessings of Bhagwan and Hanumanji. Then we saw Jaya Hanumana Jnana Guna Sagar. We focused on the word values along with knowledge. How both are important, not just knowledge. Then finally, we saw the word Kapisa. Kapisa means ruler of monkeys. But Hanumanji ruled the heart of monkeys. That is why he was called the king of monkeys. The purpose of studying Hanuman Chalisa like this is if you are able to appreciate at least the key words, if not every word. When we chant, the joy of chanting is greater. One sadhana is we should chant with lot of attention. See, what happens is whenever we memorize something, right, it has a downside also. Chanting becomes very mechanical. But if we pay attention, we will enjoy it more. That is why at least the keywords we have to try to reflect. I hope all of you have Hanuman Chalisa books, Puja Guruji's commentary. If you don't have it, please do get it. It helps to see the meaning, and it's a very lucid commentary, deep and simple. Prasanna Gambhiram, Puja Guruji's style. Prasanna means it is simple, but it is deep, Gambhiram. Now let us see verse number 3. Only one verse. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Mahabhira Vikrama Bajarangi, Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Fourth verse onwards is a different topic. That's why I just took verse number 3. Who is Hanumanji? Mahabhira. Virata is of different types. We will see that later. The one who has all types of Virata, he is called as Mahavira. Mahabhira Vikrama. Vikrama means one who can take giant strides. Krama means step. Vikrama means one who can take giant leaps. And Vajra Angi, whose body is as strong as Vajra. भैया मॉनिटर में थोड़ा फीडबैक आ रहा है, कम कर दीजिए. महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी. Next word is beautiful. Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi. What does Hanumanji do in our life if we can invoke his grace? He will remove Kumati and bring Sumati. What is Kumati? In Hindi it is called as Ulti Samajh. Kumati means understanding wrong to be right. And Sumati is understanding the right thing to be right. That is Hanumanji's grace. Kumati Nivara Sumati Ke Sangi. So Mahavira word, Puja Guruji has given in the commentary. There are different types of Virata. First Virata is called as Dharma Vira. See, the word Vira means no matter what the situation is, he will not let go of this thing. That is called Virata. So who is a Dharma Vira? No matter how difficult the situation is outside, he will not let go of Dharma. Somebody like Yudhishthir Maharaj. That is called as Dharma Vira. Next is Daya Vira. Daya Vira means no matter how much difficulty is on him, he will not let go of compassion. They say Raja Prithu, after he has darshan of Bhagwan, Bhagwan asks him, what do you want? He says, Bhagwan, may I live in the hearts of people and take their sorrow. Please bless me such that I should find a place in everybody's heart, and whatever sorrow comes to them, I should get it. That is his compassion, Daya Vira. First one is Dharma Vira, second is Daya Vira. Third Virata is called as Vidya Vira. Vidya Vira. If you look at their knowledge, it is mind-boggling. Somebody like Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya ji. Difficult to believe, in 32 years a person can compose so many things. Just imagine trajectory of normal human beings, 32 years where they are. Shankaracharya ji left this body at 32 years. So that is Vidya Vira. Then Dana Vira. Dana Vira means holds on to charity. No matter what is the situation, doesn't let go of dhanam. If you are familiar with Bhagavatam, you will know many examples. You will remember many examples. Raja Ranti Deva. There was a famine in his kingdom. The ministers told him, king should survive. So last plate was remaining. At that time some Brahmana comes. He gives that plate of food to him. Then finally one water glass was remaining. That also he gives away. Then he has Bhagwan's darshan. That is Danavira. Last one is Ranavira. What is Ranavira? No matter what the situation is, he will never run away from the battlefield. Mahabharata example is Abhimanyu. That description is beautiful, you know. The dialogue that Abhimanyu has with Kauravas. He says, fight one at a time. I can take care of all of you. You are fighting together. 100 versus 1. That is not dharma, he says. But he doesn't turn back. Ranavira. You know, Dadichi Maharshi is also a good example. Indra comes to ask for his backbone. Look at the request, you know. Can you give me your backbone? He says, why do you want? I want to make a weapon out of it. Only your backbone, it is possible to do it. Dadichi Maharshi gives our Paramvira Chakra, the emblem is based on Dadichi Maharshi. If you look at the sign over there, the inspiration for that comes from Dadichi Maharshi's story. So like this, there are different Viratas. Mahavira is one who has all 5 Viratas. That is our Hanumanji. Mahavira Vikrama Bajarangi. Kumati Nivara Sumati Ke Sangi. About this, there is one beautiful chaupai. What does it say? What is Sumati and Kumati? This chaupai actually Vibhishan ji says. Sumati Kumati sabke ur rahai, नाथ पुराण निगम अस कहई, जहाँ सुमति तह संपति नाना, जहाँ कुमति तह विपति निदाना। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। Sumati Kumati Sabake Urarahai. Sumati and Kumati, they reside in each and everybody. You know what is the message for us? We should not feel disheartened. Every saint has had their own struggles. They have become a saint because they were able to overcome their struggles. We are familiar with their perfected versions. So Sumati, Kumati, Sabake Urarahai. Everybody has these two. Just like day and night is there everywhere, good intellect and bad intellect is there everywhere, in everybody. Nata Purana Nigama Asakahi. All scriptures and Vedas, they are saying this. But what is the difference? Jaha Sumati Taha Sampati Nana. Where there is Sumati, there is prosperity. And Jaha Kumati Taha Vipati Nidana. Where there is erroneous intellect, there is calamity. One brings prosperity, another brings calamity. What was the definition of Kumati? Understanding wrong to be right and right to be wrong. For example, Hiranyakashipu, his understanding was praying to God is a sign of weakness. Praying to God is sign of weakness. That is Kumati. Opposite of that is Prahaladji. He says praying to God is the only way to be happy in life. Ravana's understanding was, my greatest enemy is Bhagwan Rama. Same with Duryodhana also. Lord of the universe, who is of the nature of compassion, their understanding of such a Lord is, they are my enemy. Opposite of that, Arjuna. This is Bhagwan is my best friend. So where there is Kumati, there is Vipatti, calamity. Where there is Sumati, there is Sampati, prosperity. This is Hanumanji's greatness. There is one text called Dasabodh, Samarth Ramdas ji. He says, the biggest Kumati is to consider Kumati as Sumati. Or he says, biggest Durguna is to consider Durguna as Sadguna. Considering our vices as virtues, that is a greater vice. So before I overcome my vices, I have to first acknowledge that this is my vice. And I have to acknowledge I need to overcome it. The best example for this is anger. If let us say somebody has temper problem. Until the person believes in this world nothing gets done without anger. What is he doing? He is considering his limitation as his strength. Very difficult to overcome it. But the day one starts understanding, I have to overcome this, then the journey begins at that point. Okay, that is this Kumati Sumati. Now next two verses, 4 and 5, pay keen attention to it. It looks very simple, but it is one of the most profound verse of Hanuman Chalisa. Let us see what it is. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Kanchana Barana Biraj Subesa, Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa, Hath Vajra aur Dhwaja Biraje, Kandhe Munja Janehu Saje, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Literal meaning is Kanchana Barana. Hanumanji's body glows like gold. His clothing attire is also like gold, and his body is also like gold. Biraja Subesha, beautiful appearance and attire is that of Hanumanji. Kanana Kundala, glittering earrings. Kundala means earrings. Kunchita Kesa, curly hair. He has curly hair. Hatha Vajra, in his hand he is holding thunderbolt. Hatha Vajra. In the other hand he is holding a flag. Hatha Vajra or a Dhwaja Biraje. And how is his appearance? Kandhe Munja. Janevu Saje. He is wearing a Janevu, sacred thread. Janevu he is wearing. What is it made up of? Munja grass. Munja grass means, when you do the rituals, Bhagavad Sapta and all, the Yajaman here, they have to wear one ring made of a grass. That is Munja grass. Kande Munja Janehu Saje. Simple meaning. Now you see the beauty of this. Huh? This verse is actually elaborating Upasana Siddhanta. How to absorb the mind in God, how to meditate upon form of God. That is being elaborated in these two verses. I had mentioned earlier, majority of our Veda mantras talk about karma upasana. So that a person prepares the mind and comes to Vedanta. But the upasanas mentioned in Vedas, they are very difficult. Very traditional upasanas. They are on fire, on sun, on elements of nature. Here the upasana is very simple. Try to bring this form of Hanumanji in front of our eyes and absorb the mind in that form. Try to see Hanumanji from top to bottom in this way. What is the benefit of upasana? Shankaracharya writes in Ishavasya Upanishad. Ishavasya Bhashya, he says, Upasanena anaishwaryam adharmadi kamadi dosha jatam mrutyum tarati. What he says is, the one who does upasana, he is freed from anaishwarya. Anaishwarya means that person never feels small and helpless. In any situation, he will not feel small and helpless. And second is, his mind will be led on the right path. Adharma kamadi doshajatam mrutyum tarati. Doshajatam means he will be saved from committing mistakes because of the storm of erroneous thoughts in his mind. That is the blessing of upasana, which is mentioned in these two verses. Simple meaning of upasana is what we discussed. Absorbing the mind in God. Absorbing mind in Bhagavan. If you want a practical way to look at this, think of it this way. We all have temples, right, in our homes, or puja room we have. We go to temple outside, we have puja room in our home. In our heart, we should have one altar. Very simple altar, where there are only two people present. Upasaka and Upasya. Bhakta and Bhagavan. It is such a sacred place where nobody in this world is allowed. It might be the most near and dear person. He says, in that inner chamber, only Bhakta and Bhagavan. Building such a heart, building such a mind is called upasana. All saints have built it, and world did not bother them. One thing to note is, world was not perfect for them. But they had some way of protecting themselves, that the world did not bother them. Now if somebody says, okay, I have to build this temple now, inside, who is that one form that I should choose? Who or how to choose Ishtadevata? That is one question that often comes to our mind. You know, Ishtadevata should be somebody whom we adore, whose qualities we naturally get drawn towards. And how will we get drawn towards? Real answer is, we should just have this desire. Bhagavan will draw us towards Him. Some form of the Lord will start appealing to our heart. Don't overthink it also. Or if you do Shravanam, listen to some Katha, that form of the Lord will start looking dearer to you. If you do Bhagavad Shravanam, Bhagwan Krishna will start appealing. Listen to Ramayana, Bhagwan Rama's qualities will appear more. enchanting. Lord Shiva, same thing. But the main point is, we have to choose one. Ishtadevata should be our own personal God. Now sometimes people also have this question, which is the best Ishtadevata? Because I only go for the best. One Mahatma Ji, he gave this example. Reflect on this example, it's very powerful. You will never get this question again. He said, Ishtadevata, form of God, is like ray of the sun. One ray of the sun is like one form of God. The same sun is appearing as the ray. How many rays are possible? Infinite rays. Like that, infinite forms are possible. So sun represents Nirguna Brahma. The ray represents Saguna Brahma, whom we call as Ishtadevata. All of you are with me with this example? Ishtadevata is ray of the sun, and Nirguna Brahma, formless God, formless truth is the sun. Now you see the beauty, huh? The sun by itself cannot nourish. It is too powerful. Nourishment of sun comes through ray of the sun. Similarly, Nirguna Brahma is mere witness. It neither nourishes nor it withdraws. But Saguna Brahma, form of the God, that is the form which nourishes a jiva. So nourishment for jiva's mind comes through what? Nirguna Brahma or Saguna Brahma? Saguna Brahma. Mind is Saguna, so its nourishment also has to come from Saguna. All of you are comfortable with these terms, right? Saguna, Nirguna. Saguna means along with attributes. Nirguna means without attributes. So that mind of ours which has three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, its nourishment also has to come from Saguna. Just like ray of the sun brings the nourishment. If you hold on to the ray, you will eventually reach the sun. Similarly here, if we hold on to the form, it will eventually lead us to formless. We don't have to struggle separately. Hold on to the ray, you reach the sun. Hold on to form, Bhagwan will guide us to formless. Last point is, if you understand one ray, you will understand all rays. Why? Because all are the same. They might be pointing in different directions, but all rays are the same expression of that sun. Now my question to you all is, tell me which ray is the best? Which ray is the best? Hold on to any ray. Point is, are you holding on to the ray or not? Similarly, if we get this idea or question, which form of God is the best? Our scriptures would say, my dear, hold on to any form. The point is whether you are holding or not. Having held on to Bhagwan, then our journey is very set. Having held on to one form of the Lord, with that Nama Japa will become very clear. Which Nama should I take? Take Nama of your Ishtadevata. Which form should I meditate? Meditate on the form of your Ishtadevata. Now that doesn't mean in our puja room we cannot have any other picture. Huh? Have all pictures. All forms we worship. With the same amount of reverence and joy. We celebrate all festivals with the same love. But when it comes to our sambandha, we say it is with one form. So that is this Ishtadevata. How to have Ishtadevata? What is the importance of having Ishtadevata? The purpose, if you want to rehash it, what is the main purpose of having Ishtadevata? You know, our mind by itself is very distracted. It is called as Anekagra Chitta. When we start focusing on one form, that mind becomes Ekagra. Ekagra word you have heard? Agra means in front. Eka Agra means one thing in front. So that mind is able to hold on to one thing in front. That is called as Ekagra Chitta. So when we do Upasana in this way, we build that bond with God. All the words which we use, right? Ishvara, Bhagavan, they're all good. But when you say, my Lord Shiva, my Lord Krishna, there is some greater sweetness to it. God protects the world, very good. But if you say, God protects me, it has come closer. Then if you say, Hanumanji protects me, even closer. And if you say, my Hanumanji protects me, that is the best bond. So all these are points of Upasana. Okay, so Kanchana Bharana means golden Sharira. So when you chant Hanuman Chalisa, chant this little slowly on your own. When you are chanting in a group, chant with the same pace. Swarna, like gold, is his body. Sita ji had asked for Swarna Mruga, and lot of chaos happened. Bhagavan said, I will send you real Swarna, Hanumanji. And he is in monkey form. So Swarna Mruga also you can call him. Mruga also means animal. One who is in the form of that Mruga. Kanana Kundala, glittering earrings, represents desire to hear Katha, desire to do Shravanam. And Kunchita Kesa. Kunchita Kesa is a very special symbolism. It represents the thought which turns towards God. How does curly hair look? Coming within. Straight hair is going out. So Kunchita Kesa here refers to that thought which is turned within. Kanana Kundala Kunchita Kesa. Hata Vajra. Vajra means thunderbolt. Thunderbolt symbolizes Kala. Hanumanji is wielding Kala. What is the story of Jiva? Wielded by Kala. Simple weather Kala, if it changes, we have to start wearing jackets. Another season comes, we have to start taking out the jackets. So Jiva is under the control of Kala. There was one Sethji, his guru had come from Himalayas. He used to live in this city. He had invited his guru to come home. So his guru came and Sethji said, Guru, please wait for some time. I want to do some atithya. So he brought some cold water, nicely did his pada puja. Cooler was there, turned on the cooler, ice cold water he put. And brought one person to fan him. Now his subordinate, he was watching keenly. He said, my Sethji, he does such good care of Guru. When my Guru comes, I will do the same thing. If needed, I will borrow things from others. But I will do what my Sethji does. Now the Sethji's Guru had come in June, summer season. And this person's Guru came in December, shivering. The moment Guru came, cold water he brought, put it on his feet. Cooler he started fanning. Guru said, you might think of me as God, but I am in human body. Meaning what? Jiva is controlled by Kala. He cannot do anything in front of power of Kala. But Hanumanji is wielding Kala. He is holding that Vajra. Somebody might say, if you tell this story to your children, they will say, I thought Hanumanji holds Gada. How come he started holding Vajra? So you say, he is holding Vajra which is as strong as Gada. Or he holds Gada which is as strong as Vajra. Both way you can put it. You know, Gada is from the word Gad. Gad means to speak. So Hanumanji holding Gada means through speech he destroys our ignorance. Through speech he destroys our ignorance. That is our Hanumanji. Hatha Vajra or Gada, Hatha Vajra or Dhwaja Biraje, not Gada Biraje, Dhwaja Biraje. Dhwaja means flag. What does a flag symbolize? Flag symbolizes victory. That is why in any country, they will not allow other countries' flag to be hoisted without due respect to that country's flag. Because that flag symbolizes victory, symbolizes authority, symbolizes identity. Arjuna's chariot also had a flag. What was the name of the flag? Kapidhwaja. Hanumanji was there on Arjuna's chariot. So what is this flag that he is holding? Raghupati ki rati Bimala Pataka. The flag represents the glory of Lord Rama. Means in Hanumanji's life he says, victory is of Lord Rama. My authority is Lord Rama. My identity is Bhagwan Rama. That is this Dhwaja that he holds. Kande Munja Janeho Saje. Janeho represents Brahmacharya. The power of Brahmacharya. In particular, Gayatri and Vedic chanting, if you want to add, Meda Suktam. 2 chants. Must do sadhana for children. If they are students, these 2 sadhanas must be done. What does it do? It awakens the abilities of the intellect. The potential of the intellect is awakened through these chants. In particular, Gayatri and Meda Suktam. Okay. Now, verse number 6 and 7 is talking about lineage of Hanumanji. Let us see. Sankara Suvana Kesari Nandan Teja Pratapa Mahajagabandan Vidyavan Guni Ati Chatur Rama Kaj Karibe Ko Atur Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Now if you are paying keen attention, you will notice different lineages are traced for Hanumanji. What was said earlier? Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama. So one he is called Anjani Putra. Then he is called Pavana Sutta. Two done. Then he is also called Sankara Suvana. And he is called Kesari Nandana. You say, how many Nandana is he? Don't worry, everything fits perfectly. We all know when Ravana's atrocities were on the peak, Brahmaji along with Devatas, they go to pray to Lord Vishnu. And Bhagwan Vishnu says, don't worry, I am going to take avatar as Bhagwan Rama. Brahmaji tells everybody, if Bhagwan is becoming Nara, what do we have to become? Vanara. To serve Bhagwan, we have to become Vanara. The first in the list is Lord Shiva. Bhagwan Shiva says, if all of you are going, I also want to be there. Everybody asks, how will you come? Lord Shiva says, I will take avatar as Hanumanji. So Sankara Suvana, that word Suvana we have to understand as avatara. The avatar of Lord Shiva is Hanumanji. So the Teja, Pavana Devata, takes it and places it in Anjana Devi. So he also becomes Pavana Sutta. And Anjani Putra, because his mother's name is Anjani, was married to Kesari. So he is Kesari Nandana also. Teja Pratapa Mahajagabandhana. Your Teja, brilliance and glory is known everywhere. Next word is beautiful. Vidyavana. There is a difference between Vidvana and Vidyavana. Vidvana is somebody who knows many things. But Vidyavana is somebody who has knowledge plus guna, values. That's why the word comes Vidyavana Guni. Example of Vidvana is Ravana. Example of Vidyavana is Hanumanji. What does a Vidvana do? It is said Vidvana sometimes takes away peace from your life. You sit with him, you will feel agitated more. What does Vidyavana do? He brings peace in our life. So Ravana took away Sitaji, who represents Shanti. And Hanumanji brought Sitaji back, who represents peace. That is Vidyavana Guni. Ati Chatura. Chatura here doesn't mean shrewdness. Chaturaya nahi. Chaturya here means wisdom. Not only having the knowledge, but also knowing how to apply it. That is called Chatura. There is one famous doha, There were 3 friends who learned Sanjeevani Vidya. You know what is Sanjeevani Vidya? How to bring back a person to life. They learnt it. 3 of them went into the forest, and there they found the bones of a lion. The skeleton of a lion was lying there. One friend said, I can fix all the bones properly. Other person said, only that much? I can put the skin on that lion. Third person said, what is great in this? I can breathe life into that lion. And you all know what happened next. Lion ate all 3 of them. So there is one chaupai, Vidya padi Sanjeevani, रह गए मति के हीन. विद्या पड़ी संजीवनी, रह गए मति के हीन. तुलसी बिन विवेक के बनमयी खाए तीन. because there was no chaturya, no wisdom, 3 people were eaten by a lion. So vidyavana guni ati chatura. Rama kaja karibeko atura. Hanumanji is somebody who is eager to do Bhagwan's work. If we take Bhagwan's nama, we should also do Bhagwan's kama. This was the first thing our Hanumanji told Vibhishanji. Vibhishanji was taking Bhagwan's nama. But he said, now we have taken nama, now come with me. We have to do Bhagwan's work also. Otherwise, many, Guruji writes in the commentary, many people are very enthusiastic about other work. But the moment it comes about some spiritual work, that enthusiasm should be the same. Rama kaja kari beko atura. Not only enthusiasm for worldly work, but also Bhagwan's work. In Lanka Kanda, when Lakshmanji is hit by Meghnad's arrow, that story will come. We will see that story when it comes. Sushena Vaidya tells all Vanaras, we have to get Sanjeevani. And what is the condition? Before the first ray of the sun hits the earth, that Sanjeevani should be here. Hanumanji says, I will go and get it. So Bhagwan must have asked him, how much time will it take? What was his answer? Hot oil, in that if you put mustard seed. Chalk लगाते हैं ना, उसमें how much time it takes to splatter, within that much time I'll go and come. In Kavitavali, Goswami Tulsidas has also composed other compositions. Geetavali is there, Kavitavali is there, Vairagya Sandipani, Barvai Ramayana, all different compositions he has composed. So in Kavitavali he elaborates this. Rama kaja kari beko atura. What is the enthusiasm of Hanumanji? Bhagwan asked him, we need to get the nectar. Sanjeevani we need for Lakshmanji. How much time it will take? Hanumanji says, Bhagwan, give me permission. By your grace, if moon is said to be Sudha Kara, it has nectar, I will squeeze the moon and get the nectar. Give me permission, I can do that. Or some people say nectar is available in Patala Loka. Yes, I will defeat all the Nagas, the snakes which are guarding that, and bring that nectar to your feet. Give me permission. Sushena Vaidya said, before sunrise I have to get this. If you give me permission by your grace, I will remove the sun out of this universe and put Rahu there so that sun cannot come. Just give me permission. He says, जो हो अब अनुशासन पावो. आप अनुशासन आज्ञा दीजिए, मैं ये सब करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. This is where that line comes, आपन तेजु संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कापे. Because all 3 worlds knew, if Bhagwan said yes, Hanumanji would do it. He is that powerful. Rama kaja kari beko atura. 8th verse. प्रभु चरित्र सुनि बेको रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया. श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम. Another introduction of Hanumanji. Prabhu Charitra Suni Beko Rasiya. One who gets rasa in listening to Bhagwan's Charitra. Prabhu Charitra Suni Beko Rasiya. Worldly talks if you do to Hanumanji, he will not head in any direction for few minutes, quietly go away from that place. This is Gurudev's suggestion to sadhakas, One place he writes, somebody is asking a question. My friends always talk to me about all worldly things, and I have no taste there. What should I do? He says, nod your head in any direction, up, down, sideways, and move out from that place as soon as you get a chance. Because his rasa is in nobler things. Taste has increased. That is one sign of spiritual growth. Where is our taste? Is it Vishaya rasa? Even lower than Vishaya rasa is Ninda rasa. Vishaya rasa, or is it Sadhana rasa? Little bit higher than Vishaya rasa. Nama Japa gives joy. Meditation gives joy. And the highest is Bhagavat rasa. So Prabhu Charitra suni beko rasiya. The word Charitra is made from the root char. Char means to walk. Charitra means what all things that person did while he lived in this world, while he walked around in this world. So what all things did Bhagwan Rama do when he walked around? What will it be called? Ramacharitra. Ramacharitra. And more we listen to Charitra, we start developing love for that person. More love you have for that person, you will want to listen to Charitra. Any great saint, if you listen to them and you had some kind of peace within, some joy, something opened up, perspectives about life. What is the next thing we have? I want to know more about that saint. If you listen to Gurudev's talks, invariably you will find in every talk like this. Then you want to know more. How did he live in this world? How did he interact? What was his routine like? All of that put together is Charitra. That is why Guru Charitra is very popular. Guru Charitra. So here it is, Prabhu Charitra. And this desire for listening to Katha of Hanumanji, listening to Rama Katha. This is how Goswamiji met Hanumanji also. We all know Goswamiji, his Vairagya got triggered by his wife's words, Ratnavali. And he roamed around for several years, trying to find Bhagavan. And he was very tired, very disappointed. So in this Kamandalu, he had some water. He was like a renunciate, going everywhere. So out of dejection, he puts that water under a tree. And in that tree, under that tree, there was a preta living. And that preta, it is said, was very thirsty. So that preta thanks Hanumanji and he says, you quenched my thirst, I will quench your thirst. What are you looking for? Hanumanji says, Goswamiji says, my thirst is for Bhagwan Rama. Can you take me to him? That preta says, I cannot take you to Rama directly, but I can take you to the one who can take you to Rama. I can only give his address, I cannot come near him. Goswamiji asks why. He says, Bhuta Pisacha Nikata nahi aave. We have no access near Hanumanji. But good news is, we know precisely where he is. We have to be very careful, that Preta says. Goswamiji says, tell me, where will I find Hanumanji? He says, you start doing Ramakatha. Hanumanji is the one who will come the first and he will go last. And he will be unnoticed. Don't miss him. He likes to remain unnoticed, but you don't miss him. So our Goswamiji, he goes and finally meets Hanumanji, in spite of him refusing to acknowledge that he is Hanumanji. But how did he come to meet? Prabhu Charitra Sunibeko Rasya. Wherever there is Ramakatha, Hanumanji is present. Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam. With tears in his eyes, he listens to Ramakatha. That's why even today in tradition, they keep one chair for Hanumanji. Symbolic feeling it is. Another person, another devotee in Ramcharitmanas who loves Ramakatha is Lord Shiva. He is narrating the story to Parvati Devi, but now and then he stops. Why? Because he goes in Samadhi. See, for a Rasika, for a listener, it's easy. They can go into Samadhi whenever they want. Either Samadhi or sleep. One of these two, Both are okay. But speaker cannot afford. Speaker cannot afford to go in Samadhi Rasa. Nor can he not go at all. He has to keep it in between. So that is Lord Shiva. Prabhu Charitra Sunibeko Rasya. Hanumanji is Lord Shiva's avatar only. So you will find lot of similarity. And what is the result of this Prabhu Charitra Sunibeko Rasya? Rama Lakhana Sita Mana Basiha. This has two meanings. One meaning is Bhagwan Rama, Lakshmanji and Sita ji live in your heart. Because Hanumanji loves to listen to Ramakatha, whatever you listen, you become. If you listen to Bhagwan's glory, that person will become Bhagavad Bhakta. So, three of them live in your heart. One meaning. Second meaning is, you live in their heart. Rama Lakhana Sita Mana Basya. So put comma after Mana. In the mind of Bhagwan Rama, Sita ji and Lakshman ji, you reside. If you want to write a letter to somebody, you need their address. If you want to write letter to God, what is Bhagwan's address? Valmiki Rishi gives 14 addresses. 14 Bhuvan. The first address is this devotee. See what he says, सुनहु राम अब कहु निकेता, जहाँ बसहु सिय लखन समेता, जहाँ बसहु सिय लखन समेता, जिनके श्रवण समुद्र समाना, कथा तुम्हारी सुभग सरि नाना, कथा तुम्हारी सुभग सरि नाना, भरहि निरंतर हो ही न पूरे, तिनके ही तुम कहु गृहरू रे, तिनके ही तुम कहु गृहरू रे। श्री राम जय जय रामा, श्री राम जय जय रामा, श्री राम जय जय रामा। Bhagwan asks Valmiki Rishi, please tell me where I can stay. I am in this forest roaming around. First thing Valmiki Rishi tells is, Bhagwan, tell me where you are not. Then only I can tell you some address. You are all-pervading Lord of the universe. But Bhagwan says, no, not that answer. Tell me practical answer. Then he says, Sunahu Rama Abba Kaho Niketa. I am telling you your place to stay. Jinake Shravana Samudra Samana. Those people whose ears are like ocean. And your katha tumhari subhaga sari nana. Your katha is like rivers coming into that ocean. Bharahi nirantara ho hi na pure. No matter how many rivers rush into the ocean never overflows. So these sadhakas, no matter how much katha shravanam they do, they never feel it is enough. Tinake hiyatuma kahu gruha rure. Please stay in their heart. Prabhu charitra suni beko rasiya, Rama Lakhana Sita Mana Basiya. Now the next Chaupai, Goswamiji takes us to Sundarakanda. We saw earlier, Hanuman Chalisa is capsule form of Sundarakanda. Now you see this. सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज संहारे। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा. Hanuman ji showed himself to Sita Devi as a form of a mosquito. Sukshma Rupa. Bikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava. In his ferocious form, he burnt Lanka. Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Samhare. Later on in Lanka Kanda, when he was fighting Rakshasas, in his tremendous big form, he fought all Rakshasas. Most importantly, Ramachandra ke kaja samhare. He got Bhagwan's work done at any cost. Either by becoming small or by becoming big. For him, most important thing is Bhagwan's work should be done. Now, Hanumanji has crossed the ocean. He is in Lanka right now and looks around. Lanka is so majestic. Remember, Ravana is Hanumanji's disciple only. Who is Hanumanji? Avatar of Lord Shiva. And who is Ravana? Disciple of Lord Shiva. He says, my student is wonderful. See what he has created. But he also finds that his security is very tight. Immigration, everything is very, very strict. So he takes Masaka Rupa. Masaka Samana Rupa Dhari, Masaka Samana Rupa Kapi Dhari, Lankahi Chaleu Sumiri Narahari. Remembering Bhagwan, in the small form he enters. Now people have their own questions, When Hanumanji became mosquito size, what happened to that ring? He was carrying that ring. What happened to his gada? One thing to remember is, Hanumanji as Ishvara is Maya Pati, Lord of Maya. To make his gada small is nothing for him. And that ring belongs to whom? Bhagwan Rama. It is Chinmaya, not Jada. It is not made of Panchamahabhuta, that ring. It is divine. So Hanumanji becomes small. And he goes and meets Vibhishanji. Vibhishanji tells him, Sitaji is in Ashok Vatika. Now look at Hanumanji. He is sitting on that tree, Simsupa tree. And he looks below. Sitaji has become very lean and thin. And right at that time, Ravana comes. And he tortures her, says all harsh things. Pay attention to Hanumanji. somebody who has the power to shake all the three worlds. He has to sit on that tree and just listen to what Ravana is saying. That must have been his test of patience. If he wanted, he could finish Ravana then and there. He tells Sitaji also later, "Oh mother, by your grace I am so powerful, I can just lift you and take back. But that will not be right. One, because Jambavanji has told me, your work is only of a messenger. Do what is told to you. Don't do more than that. And second is, glory should be of Lord Rama. If I finish Ravana, whom will people praise?" He says they will praise Hanumanji. But real praise belongs to the Lord. So quietly he listens. And Sitaji, after Ravana leaves, she is lamenting in her own way. She is looking at, first she looked at the sword of Ravana. And she says, she is talking to that sword, Chandrahasa. You know what is Chandrahasa, right? When you look at it, the shine is so bright, it looks as the moon is smiling. That was Ravana's sword's name. He says, "Please come and sit on my neck. It will cool me down." Then she looks at the leaf of the tree, it was red in color. He says, "That leaf at least come so that I can burn this body." All these thoughts were going. Right at this time, Hanumanji does something. Rama Lakhana Sita, not Rama Lakhana, Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava. That is the line we are seeing. See this one. रामचंद्र गुण बरनय लागा, सुनत ही सीता कर दुख भागा। लागी सुनय श्रवण मन लाई, आदि हुते सब कथा सुनाई। श्रवणामृत जेहि कथा सुहाई, कहि सो प्रगट होति किन भाई। तब हनुमंत निकट चली गयउ, फिर बैठी मन विस्मय भयउ। रामदूत मैं मातु जानकी, सत्य सपथ करुणा निधान की। यह मुद्रिका मातु मैं आनी, दीन्हि राम तुम कहु ही दानी। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। Whenever somebody is in difficulty, how to lift their mind? Ramachandra Guna Baranay Laga. Hanumanji starts singing Bhagwan Rama's glory, his story. What happens to Sitaji? Sunatahi Sita Kara Dukha Bhaga. All her sorrows went away, the moment she heard glory of Bhagwan Rama. And she started listening attentively. Lagi sunay shravana mana lai. Until now she was all talking about negative things. Now suddenly she has become attentive. Adi hute sab katha sunai. Hanumanji narrates the story right from the beginning. Shravanamruta jihi katha suhai, kahi so pragata hota ki nibhai. Sitaji says, your katha is so nectarian, so sweet. Why don't you come in front of me? Where are you sitting and telling me this katha? Tab Hanumanta nikata chali gayo. Hanumanji at that time goes in front. Phiri baiti mana bismaya bhayo. How does Sitaji welcome Hanumanji? She turns around. Why is that? Sukshma Rupa. He is in the form of an insect. Sitaji thinks this is also some Maya of Ravana. Then he wins her trust. Ramaduta mein Matu Janaki. He says, I am Ramaduta, O mother. Satya Sapata, Karuna Nidhanaki. The moment she hears Karuna Nidhana, she understands he is genuine. Because this was their Gupta Samvada. When just Lord Rama and Sita ji were there, Sita ji would address Bhagwan Rama as Karunanidhana. यह मुद्रिका मातु में आनी, दीन ही राम तुम कह सही दानी. This ring that I just put is given by Lord Rama. So Sukshma Rupa Dhari Siyahi Dikhava. Then Hanumanji goes on telling Sita ji, "Oh mother, we are all several monkeys. We will come. Bhagwan Rama also will come. We will defeat Ravana." Take. Sita ji says, "Wait a minute, wait a minute. Everybody is your size only." And Hanumanji had said, "I am one of the monkeys. There are so many stronger than me." He says, "You are so tiny." Then he says, "Mother, by your grace, let me show you my other form." Then he becomes Bikata Rupa. Right then and there, seeks her permission, goes to the Vatika, eats his fruits, finishes off few Rakshasas, and finally when he is tied in front of Ravana, then also in that Bikata Rupa, he burns Lanka. Bikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava. And later on, Bhima Rupa, when he is fighting all the Rakshasas. Now this is the story part. As we know, in Ramcharitmanas, every story will have beautiful symbolism. So Hanumanji's ability to become Sukshma, small, and his ability to become Bikata and Bhima also has a symbolism. It is said in front of wise people, in front of knowledgeable people, respected people, we should become Sukshma Rupa. So in front of Sita ji, he is Sukshma Rupa. But when it comes to our own vices, our own negative tendencies, one should become firm. That is Bikata Rupa. So Ravana is the symbolism of vices, pride, ego. Generally, Jiva becomes Sukshma in front of vices. Hanumanji is telling us, in front of negativities, assume Bikata Rupa. Seek Bhagwan's grace, be firm. Our own vices, not other people's vices. And burning of Lanka is the Vishayas, sense objects which are there, when they come in front, Jiva becomes Sukshma. Jiva becomes small. But Hanumanji says, in front of sense objects, we should be firm. Assume Bikata Rupa. Okay, this is one meaning. What is Sukshma Rupa? Becoming small in front of noble people, wise people. And in front of vices, assuming Bikata Rupa, becoming firm. This is one meaning. Second is, Sukshma Rupa means being flexible. We should know where to step back. In English they say, right? Pick your battles. Trivial things don't make a big war out of it. Small opinions, small differences. And when it comes to principles, when it comes to values, be firm on it. Bikata Rupa. You will notice this Sukshma and Bikata, becoming small, becoming big, is a great siddhi. We need it everywhere. With children, especially teenagers, what is the art parent should know? When to become small and when to be firm. If it is trivial thing which is non-consequential, Sukshma Rupa, let it go. Don't fret over irrelevant, trivial things. and when it is matter of principles. Speaking the truth, honesty, in all those aspects, being firm, Vikata Rupa. In every situation, these are the two sides. Knowing when to be flexible, knowing when to be firm. Okay? That is the beauty of this. Next two verses are a different theme. Shall we conclude with Sankat Mochan? Let us chant together. If you all have the lyrics on your phone or something, please do look it up. बाल समय रवि भक्षलियो तब तीनहु लोक भयो अंधियारो ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को यह संकट काहू सो जात न ठार देवन आनी करी बिनती तब छाड़ी दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहार बाली की त्रास कपि सब से गिरी जात महाप्रभु पंथ निहारो चौकी महामुनि साप दियो तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो कै द्विज रूप लिवाय महाप्रभु सो तुम दास के शोक निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत अंगद के संग लेन गए सिय खोज कपि सयह बैन उचारो जीवत ना बची हो हम सोजो बिना सुधि लाए इहा पगुधारो तेरे थके तट सिंधु सब तब लाय सिया सुधि प्राण उबारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट रावण त्रास दई सिय को सब राक्षसी सो कही सो निवारो ताहि समय हनुमान महाप्रभु जय महाप्रभु निचर मारो चाहत सिय अशोक सो आगी सुदय प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि बान लग्यो उर लक्ष्मण के तब प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो लय गृह वैद्य सुषेण समेत तब गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो आनी सजीवन हाथ दई तब लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहार रावण युद्ध अजान कियो जब नाग की फांस सब सिर डारो श्री रघुनाथ सब दल मोह भयो संकट भारो आनी खगेश तब हनुमान जो बंधन काटी सूत्रास निवारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट बंधु समेत जब अहि रावण लय रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो देवी ही पूजी भली विधि सो बलि देव सब मिले मंत्र विचारो जाय सहाय भयो तब ही अहि रावण सैन्य समेत सम्हारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहार काज किए बड़ के तुम बीर महाप्रभु देखी विचारो, कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो सुम तो नहीं जात है टारो। बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु, जो कुछ संकट हो यह मारो, को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। लाल देह लालील से अरुधरि लाल लंगूर, वज्र देह दानव दलन, जय 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 कपिसूर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि ओम।